Okay, it is Thursday, March 31st, 2021, and sorry about all the winds in the background. There's been inclement weather all day, but I figured I'd make this video, to explain why a Lasko 3733 is the best fan ever and is a lot better and more efficient than an air conditioner like this one. So no, this is not a joke. I'm not saying this to be funny. A lot of you guys would probably think that this is supposed to be a joke, but it's not. So I used to really like this unit, but now I'm starting to think that a 3733 is better. And the reason why is because they're just so much more efficient. Like, you can just put one in the window when it's hot out and just blow air out, and that'll just work. That'll just make so much less. That'll just cost so much less than running this. Much better than using this inefficient unit, which would cool off a room, even though it may be or cool off the house, even though it may do a good job. It costs more to operate. So yeah, now I'm gonna show one of my fans, and I'm going to explain why a 3733 is better than that. And here we have another fan that used to be one of my favorites. I got it about 3 weeks ago at Goodwill, and for the past 2 weeks I've been really liking it, but now that I think about it, I'm not so sure. I think a 3733 would be better. And the reason why, first of all, is that this uses metal guards. Now, in that, have an assembly like this. You guys may be thinking, that's good, they're metal, and like, what's wrong with it? Well, the problem is, when it's running, they rattle together, like, well, right now it's smooth running, but when you put them on medium or high, and you put it on the oscillation mode, these will grind together, and it sounds horrid. So yeah, that's the first reason. A 3733, they use plastic grills that have a different type of assembly. You don't even need to assemble it, so that's one reason as to why the 3733 would be better than this. Another is that a 3733 moves a lot more air. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, it does not. This would push so much more air than a 3733. They don't move that much air. But really, a 3733 actually moves much more air. Even though this may put out a decent breeze, it still doesn't put out nearly as much air as a 3733 does. And I'm going to go ahead and prove that. I actually have a 3733 myself, and I'm going to be showing it and proving how much more air it moves. April Fools, I do not actually think that a 3733 would be better than this, or my Bryant Preferred. So it's all just a joke video. And this is actually a really good fan that puts out a lot of air. I do not genuinely think that the 3733 moves more air. Although I do have a 3733, I just haven't made a video of it because it's like common and it's nothing special, so I'm still gonna show that in this video. Alright, so here's the 3733. Giving this a fair and honest review, it's really not that great at all. I mean, it doesn't push that much air, and it certainly makes more noise than air. But to be fair, it's not the worst thing ever. I've seen a lot of worse fans out there, and it does sound nice. The blades are actually getting a bit dirty, which is weird because I don't use this normally. It's got the newer Lasko logo. I got this at Home Depot back in 2019. I mean, it's nothing that special is just your typical Lasko 3733. It's got the newer style motor. And this smaller capacitor, unfortunately. I heard that some of these with bigger capacitors were a lot better and are actually good fans, but this one sadly doesn't have a bigger one. Anyway, let me go ahead and turn it on low. It pushes very little air and definitely makes more noise than air. And it also shakes. Those are like the three things that I'm not a fan of about this. It does actually move a decent amount of air on high, to be fair. And it has like the typical blades, or almonds blades, as I used to like to call them because they look like almonds. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Over and out. Oh, I meant to do that.